4 editors battle for $750 and a job for a 500,000 subscriber channel. The brief: edit a 3D documentary style video. And I'm gonna reveal a really big secret, so keep watching. The first one is Ronald.
Around 10 p.m, beneath a bright full moon, they stepped onto the frozen Tumen River. Every crack beneath their feet echoed through the silent night as they crossed the thin ice, separating North Korea from China. Halfway across, powerful searchlights suddenly swept over the river. North Korean soldiers had spotted movement. Dogs began barking, the guards screamed at each other to catch them, their voices echoing across the frozen landscape as gunshots shattered the silence.
Oh, what a first one. Let's look at the chat. What are you thinking? Whoa, that's good. Damn, that muzzle flash looks insane. Yeah, that muzzle flash, you're right. That muzzle flash looked cool. I'm gonna go through it just to already give feedback. First scene was really cool. I did notice those lines at the top. I don't know what that was. Maybe that's in the render. But I like that there was like a bit of like a pre-scene, an opening, right? Sound effects were cool here. This was a bit boring, I would say. Like this was again the same shots or the same feed. Oh, this was cool too with the beam sound effects. Cool. I did notice that the guy was in a tree stump here. I don't know what happened there. Maybe something with like a modifier here. Also, it's a bit messy with the scene, and then here the texture on the dog is a bit low res, I think. And here also the material on the coat is a bit like smooth or something. I guess it's because of like some noise cancellation, or noise reduction. Cool with the muzzle flash and also lighting up the scene. Unreal Engine you used. Oh, that's cool. I used Unreal Engine for mine. It was amazing. Oh, okay. You all used Unreal Engine. I wonder, maybe this person also used Unreal Engine. I don't know. I think it was good. Camera and depth of field use was great. There was just some material details that you could improve, like the jacket. I agree with that. Where should we put it? Is this an S tier or not? It's difficult because I don't have the other as a reference. The screenshots, they're promising. They look cool. Maybe A because it was pretty short. Okay, fair. You know what? I agree with Mario. Let's put it on A tier. The next one is Prince.
On the night of March 19th, 2011, 16-year-old Sungmi Han stood at the edge of the frozen Tumen River, knowing she was about to risk everything for freedom. Guided by a broker, Sungmi met two strangers waiting in the darkness. Around 10 p.m, beneath a bright full moon, they stepped onto the frozen Tumen River. Every crack beneath their feet echoed through the silent night as they crossed the thin ice, separating North Korea from China. Halfway across, powerful searchlights suddenly swept over the river. North Korean soldiers had spotted movement. Dogs began barking, the guards screamed at each other to catch them, their voices echoing across the frozen landscape as gunshots shattered the silence. The smugglers yelled, "Run!" Sungmi sprinted across the ice until suddenly it broke beneath her.
Oh, Prince. Wow, that was so cool. I love it. Even some movement in it, like some animation. I did really like that. Like with the running. You got the running and the searchlight. I also thought that was so cool with the haze and the zoom in. I think you already did it so much better in terms of context. Yeah, what are you thinking? Aram, oh, you got the running at the end. Nice. Otherwise, really cool. Yeah, let's go through it a bit. So I was missing some motion blur here. This looked a bit weird with the eyes.
On the night of March 19th.
And I also don't know how representative she looks. It's always difficult because I don't know her well enough. I haven't seen her in real life, so I don't know how if she really looks like this. And the eyes is really straight with the straight line here. However, I think the eyes looks way more realistic. Really looks like eyes. Also with the reflection, this was also really good to have like a separate shot of the moon. And also contextually, this made more sense because there's people that are helping her. I also like that you had the time code in the bottom. Yeah, I love those like super zooms. And this was also really cool. I also think this made way more sense with because it's plural, it's dogs. So I wish there was like also like something with a gunshot or something, but it's still really cool. And this was also cool. And that you made it black there, like, because you want to know what happened, right? Good storytelling. Very nice. I had some more scenes, but can't export it at the moment. That's fair. Axel, the eyes and the searchlight and the soldiers look amazing. The straight eyes edge though. Yeah, I also noticed that. The eyes is too perfect, right? Prince, I'm gonna put you on S tier. I'm gonna put you on S tier. It's my first time with Blender, so don't know some things. That's crazy for a first time. That's wild. I wouldn't have known that. That's wild. What do you think? S tier? Yeah, for the first time, S plus definitely. Cool. Well, if everyone agrees, then we're gonna go to the next one. It's gonna be a short editing challenge. And the next one is Axel.
On the night of March 19th, 2011, 16-year-old Sungmi Han stood at the edge of the frozen Tumen River, knowing she was about to risk everything for freedom. Around 10 p.m., beneath a bright full moon, they stepped onto the frozen Tumen River. Every crack beneath their feet echoed through the silent night. Powerful searchlights suddenly swept over the river. Dogs began barking, the guards screamed at each other to catch them, their voices echoing across the frozen landscape as gunshots shattered.
Oh, I'm hooked. I want to see more. Why did it end? Axel, wow. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Very, very nice. Yeah, I love the camera movements. Yes, it's amazing. I love the camera movements. Yeah, you did it so well. Also with the whole environment and the compositions and the motion, it just looked so cool with the snow falling. Like it grabs you and it puts you into that scene. It gives me an emotion. For the first time trying Unreal Engine, I'm really proud. Wow, crazy, crazy. Let's go through it. This start is so cool with the motion blur and the reveal. You see, like, you probably watch a lot of movies and you can see that like this comes out straight out of a movie, right? Like where they almost like that helicopter shot where they have a lot of motion blur zoomed in on something and then like there's a reveal. I've seen this. The first scene is like something like from a movie. Exactly. Oh, this is so funny. We're just repeating each other. Great minds think alike. You can see it. And I love that. I love that you took inspiration from like movie scenes. This is the thing, because people want to make something look cinematic and then they look up like cinematic color grade. But what makes it cinematic is that you watch a lot of movie scenes and you can replicate that same feel by having the same colors or composition or camera movements, and combining that all makes it cinematic, which you did really well. Like snow falling as well. This was such a dope shot also. I wish you kept this a bit longer, to be honest. Like this is just some feedback. We all have to have feedback, but I would love to see that moon scene a bit longer, because now it is really short. And then there's like a crossfade. I don't know if that needed to be a match cut or something. I don't know. And then here I can see like a light reflection or something that put me off a bit. And I also think this floor could be maybe a bit darker or lighter. I'm not sure. It looks a bit grayish, but maybe that's also this monitor that I'm looking at. This was really dope though. Like that top-down shot. Again, you can see that you're taking something from movies, like that top-down shot. And by the way, also with the dolly zoom that you did before. Some cool like lens distortion in the edges. Adds like texture to it. Again, I wish it continued a bit longer. I wish we also saw the guards, the dogs. That I was missing that a bit, but you still did really well. The scenes that you did were really cinematic. Yeah, it was difficult to know where to hold the scenes and where to speed up. Yeah, I mean, this is pacing, right? Good practice with that. Yeah, I used Make Sky. It was really good. I got easy snow for the snow though. Cool. You're all talking about plugins that I like. I don't know because I don't use Unreal Engine. So I didn't expect this to be so good and so difficult. To be honest, like to be real honest with you, I thought we're gonna have like a lot of beginner scenes that don't look that great. Just I know that this was a difficult editing challenge. I mean, the fact that we only have 4 participants just shows that not a lot of people dare to participate in it. And when I announced it, I was like, I'm not sure what people are gonna submit, but this so far, like, yeah. S definitely is really good. That's fair, Ara. Also because you're participating yourself. Ranking this is going to be very hard. Yeah, because it means that like 3 people are gonna win and then 1 person not. I'm gonna have to disappoint 1 person. That's so difficult. But for now, I just have to Axel. Like, I think the cinematography was really good. I think Prince did work on a few more scenes, but I can't like judge only based on that, like the amount of work that's put in or like the amount of scenes. And it just grabbed me. It dragged me into it, which I think is really important with this 3D documentary, especially with a story like this. It needs to be like, you need to get dragged into it. So I'm gonna put you on S tier. And then I'm gonna move Ronald down to B and Prince to A for now. We're already gonna go to the last one. The last one is Era.
On the night of March 19th, 2011, 16-year-old Songmi Han stood at the edge of the frozen Tumen River, knowing she was about to risk everything for freedom. Guided by a broker, Songmi met 2 strangers waiting in the darkness. Around 10 p.m., beneath a bright full moon, they stepped onto the frozen Tumen River. Every crack beneath their feet echoed through the silent night as they crossed the thin ice separating North Korea from China. Halfway across, powerful searchlights suddenly swept over the river.
Oh. Oh no. Why did it end? I wanted to see more. That last scene, wow. I'm so impressed. Look at this with the searchlight. Oh, how did you do the animation? Like everything moved. Normally, like a lot of these 3D animations, it's just easy to make them like stand still, right? Animations are always difficult, but like also with the movements. What the fuck is that? Ooh, the search reflection are amazing. My boyfriend and I acted that out in real life. Did you do mocap? No way. You use motion capture. That's crazy. That's crazy. For the people that watch that don't know, like literally like reenacting the scenes in real life just to animate it. Wow. I was excited for this editing challenge, but we did it in the park. Very awkward. I want to see that raw footage. I'm not going to vote Ara before I see the raw footage. I love that. I want to go through it. I would say I'm going to be really critical, right? I always want to give feedback. Let's start here. It's amazing, by the way. But again, otherwise you also can't, like I always want to give you something that you can learn from. So first of all, I see here the lighting. It comes out of nowhere, I think. And then like I would have used the moon to backlight them. So the shadows come from the moon. That's something small, but and I also noticed that in the first scene. This felt a bit weird because beforehand here, they're really blended in the scene because of, I think you added some mist or something.
Every crack beneath.
But then here, they feel like really like separate elements. Also because they're so dark comparing to the light eyes. I would have probably like made sure that there's a bit more fog on top of them, just so they're like blended a bit better. There's also no shadow underneath their feet. I think that's also not helping. But I think if you would have added the fog over on top of it or more fog, I think that would have fixed it. Just add more fog. Here it looks really cool. Like here you can see the shadow. Here you can see some fog. So here I don't have that issue. Yeah, and this is so dope. Like where the light hits them. And also it looks so realistic because it's like nice and overexposed. That's also what it should look like, right? She shouldn't be exposed because the light is like really harsh. Yeah, it looks so cool. And then also the running this, like where it's like, come over, like we need to go. Like, oh, I wish like this also dragged me into it. I wish it went on longer, which I think is a really like the best thing you can have. I think it was low distance of the shadows. I spent like 45 minutes debugging that shit. And ChatGPT told me a console command to fix it. Oh, that's funny. That's the solution. Oh my God, thank you. Oh, that's funny. Well, at least we got a fix for that. This is so difficult. This is so difficult. I need help. I'm feeling an S tier, but Axel, you're also definitely S tier. Prince was also good. I would say the cinematography of Axel, like, yeah, felt like a movie. But the motion capture with Ara and with the movement, I need help. Both S. No, I can't do that. There always needs to be a winner. Well, there's gonna be 3 winners anyway. For me, Ara because of the movements. Suprio, I'm so confused. Philippe, it really drags you in. I agree. Philippe, thanks for helping out a bit. But Axel's camera movement was on point as well. Fair, I agree. Yeah, it's hard. But I think Axel was a little better. The cinematography and the camera movement were on another level. But then again, Harriet did the mocap, which is really impressive. For me personally, Axel takes first place and Ara comes second. That's fair. So difficult. I kind of wish that I didn't know you did motion capture, Ara, because it makes it also like, I respect that. But also I can't vote just based on the effort that you put in, because I've also had someone that worked on something for like 3 weeks. Just because you put 3 weeks in doesn't mean automatically yes there. But I do really respect that you recorded that whole motion capture and it looks really amazing too. So that adds to it. That's why I kind of wish I didn't know it. Like what I'm thinking is really simple, is that I feel that Axel really puts me in that situation almost where I get the feeling, the fear that she has, where almost I feel a bit in my body that I'm a bit scared what's going to happen. So there's like this excitement, and I have this less with Ara. However, the motion is just so cool, and that also like really helps with the storytelling. I feel like this is more realistic, you know, like I don't know, there's just more realism. So it also depends a bit how you want to tell like your documentary, if you want to do it more cinematic or more realistic. But Suprio is saying Axel S for me. All right, I'm gonna make some moves. Ara, you were so good, but like I said, the emotion and the feeling, and this is so difficult because like I hate that it comes down to this, but the feeling of Axel, I got dragged into it a bit more. I don't know if it's the motion capture itself, because I love the motion capture. I think it's really like it adds realism to it. And I also think that scene walking on the ice, like that was also difficult because that dragged me out a bit. And then the scene that came after is amazing. Like it's chef's kiss. I love that scene. But for that reason, I do have to put you on A tier. But then the next question is Prince or Ronald on B tier. What do you think? I agree with the current ranking. Yeah, but we still have to vote on B. Okay, I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna make it easy for everyone because plot twist: Ronald is me. I participated under Ronald because I was like, why not? I thought it was funny. If there was one editing challenge to participate in, it was this one. Oh my god, no way. Inception Part 2. So there was no risk of losing. No, I'm sorry, Axel. Kept you on edge the whole time. I didn't know this beforehand. The reason I wanted to participate is because I already thought, oh, not enough people are going to participate. And I was like, if everything goes to shit, at least I have like a submission to send to Frank. Because I was scared that, because Frank really needs also the animation. So I was like, well, at least he can use mine. But I'm so glad actually that there's like way better ones than mine. Because if that wasn't the case, it would have been a kind of shit. So it all worked out perfectly. I also didn't want to take the S tier anyway. That would have been shit. So this is perfect. And also that literally only 4 people, well, actually only 3 people participated. Because now just everyone wins. Except me. I lose. Keep grinding, Ronald. You know, it was so difficult to give me positive feedback, right? Like, what the fuck? It felt so weird. Ronald will be S tier one day. Yeah, one day I'll have the I'll have the Blender skills, the 3D animation skills. The students have surpassed the master a long time ago. I had to keep this secret. That was more difficult. Well, then I'm gonna lock it in.
If you also want to participate in the editing challenge, then do join the Full Stack Editor Club. Link is in the description. Then, of course, thanks to all the great editors that participated. You guys are amazing. Then, of course, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.